It's time to teach you, remind you of things you should already know how to do. We're back. It's time for another tutorial of a basic life skill that everyone in your home probably already knows how to do, but just isn't doing it.
Today's tutorial is on the lost art of washing dishes.
In order to ensure that you have a household full of clean dishes, it is important that all of the dishes that aren't clean are actually in the room where the dishwashing takes place. This room, the kitchen. This step should be the easiest one to complete.
Where did you get those?
The bookshelf.
The bathroom.
Under the couch.
In the closet.
We are hand washing today. Yes, hand washing. So you're gonna wanna stack the dishes next. Correction, I'm gonna want you to stack the dishes. Just a little more orderly, makes it a little more organized. And you wanna make sure that all of the food that may have taken up residence inside the dish is out of that dish, and all of the food particles are out of the sink. And you may even want to clean the sink to ensure that the dishwater that we put in is as clean as can be.
Next is when you add the water. Ooh, the water is hot. Yes, make sure that the water is hot. You don't want cold water when you wash the dishes. And look, my rag is clean. This is a bad rag. Don't use this one. Use the clean rag. And you add soap. You make sure you add enough. That's about right. This. Woo! That's too much. Not that much soap. The water's getting nice and hot. The bubbles are coming in. You can even put the rag in.
Now, in terms of the sequence of which dishes need to get washed first, that'll vary from household to household. When I grew up, my parents taught me to put the silverware in first, but to actually take a glass object and to wash that first. It's actually time now to wash the dish. And you have to remember that when we're washing dishes, we are taking these dishes on a special journey from dirty to clean. So it's actually important to clean the inside and the outside of the dish. When you think that the dish is clean, it's very, very important to go back and check the dish to see that it is in fact free of food particles and stains.
Now, most likely you might have to repeat that process, because if you see food or stain in a dish, you have to wash it until that stain is gone, because it is highly frowned upon to put dirty dishes with clean dishes.
Next, you want to rinse the soap off of the dish. Now, we have one sink in this house, so it's really important that the water that you use to rinse off the soap is hot too. After you've rinsed the soap off of the dish, you want to dry that dish immediately or place it on a dish rack so that it can air dry. It's important to take your time to make sure that the dish is actually dry, because wet dishes can slip out of your hands and break.
Closed containers that have not been dried completely collects bacteria and odors, so that means they're not clean. So when you wash a container, make sure that you dry it really, really well, or all your hard work is in vain. Dry those dishes.
When the dishes are clean and dry, it's time to put them away. Again, take your time. If a dish drops to the floor, you're gonna have to clean it again. And if it breaks, you'll have to explain that to one of us. When placing the clean, dry dishes in the cupboard or in a drawer, stack the dishes with other dishes like it.
Think of the dish aisle at your favorite home goods store. Now you think you are done washing the dishes, but no, there's a few more things you need to do. You gotta make sure that the sink is drained with all the water, and you clean the sink out. Then you take your rag, wring all the soapy water out, and you let it air dry.
Clean dishes help make a clean kitchen, and a clean kitchen loves clean counters. So when you're done washing the dishes, make sure you clean the counters thoroughly. Be prepared to move items around the counter and use a cleaner to get it squeaky clean.
Thank you for joining us for yet another tutorial that reminds your children of a life skill that they should already know how to do.
And parents, we know that you have probably told your children these things over and over and over again, but we don't want you to lose your mind. So you just show this tutorial because we got your back.
Protect your peace, friends. We'll see you next time.